Okay. Let's do this. I just wanted to come up here. I'm not going to do readings. I'm not going to do anything other than say some things. I just want everybody to know that when they come here and I'm maybe not paying attention to the chat, I will not tolerate people speaking ill of others, and nor do I feel like I walk into certain situations or maybe get brought into them. Yes, but it's okay, and I'm okay with that. That's not my problem. I don't want to lose friends or connections over everybody else's shit. When I'm not paying attention to the chat, I mean, it made me feel unattentive, and then people may be getting. Just if you're gonna come here, make sure you do it with the utmost respect. And I don't feel very good about the live that happened this afternoon. I wasn't reading chat, and I didn't realize that there were said situations going on, and I may have lost a dear friend because of a misunderstanding. I'm not okay with that. I want everybody to know that when they come in here, I'm usually tapped in. I'm giving a reading to the said person about whatever it is going on in their life. I do it unknowingly of what else is going on for the most part. Oh, happy birthday, Gita. I just want everybody to know that, you know, I don't appreciate anybody talking ill of anyone, and it won't be tolerated here again. And I honestly just want to, I do want to say sorry, Beta. I didn't realize what was being said in the chat. Also, I really hope that things are resolved, but I understand that they may not be. But I do love you. Also, anyone else that anything I say or do or, you know, said situation I might be put in, because I don't play with drama. I try not to. Does that make me a pussy? Maybe. Or it makes me, you know, protect my peace, maybe, in a lot of ways. I want everybody to feel comfortable. I want everybody to have resolve in their situations. And when I'm personally reading for somebody, that's between me and them and their spirit guides and their messages. It has nothing to do with outside drama or influences. I'm never going to pick a side. Summer, I love you too. I just want everybody to know that, like, I'm really not trying to be a pussy when I pick a neutral ground. I just don't want any hurt for any of you. And I care about all of you for my own reasons. And I really want resolve for all of you. For anybody who's going through discomfort, it's hard to watch everybody attack each other, and or some people get hurt, you know, and there's just too much of it going on. And honestly, I'm sorry I don't know more about what's going on, guys. That's my bad for, you know, taking such long periods of time in between, you know, joining things. And then, you know, I've been going through a lot too, and so I've just been doing my own thing, and I don't think about it sometimes because I need my energy for me. But I love all of you. I want everyone to be, you know, comfortable and safe here, and feel like they have some resolve, and everywhere else too. It's not just here. I honestly wish everybody the best, and I want to fix everything. I want everybody to be happy, especially the people that I love and care about. I know that sometimes that's not possible. There's circumstantial situations, but just know that I don't give a shit about the drama. I do when it hurts people. I don't want it to happen, but like when we're here, I'm trying to provide you a safe space. So I'm sorry for anything that I may have missed this afternoon or any other time. I'm not paying attention when I'm tapped in. But everybody deserves, you know, like that time or that energy for a reading that I'm trying to give them, I guess. And I don't know. I'm just trying to say that I do care about all of you, and I'm sorry that I didn't understand what was going on, and that it doesn't make it any better that I didn't recognize it, but I don't know what's going on, and I want to help, you know, everybody. So I love you all, and I mean, honestly, maybe I'll take another break though, because it gets heavy, and I hate that anyone's going through it. And there's nobody at fault. No, absolutely. But Jamie, also, please don't be, you know, don't be, if you and Beta have problems, you and Beta have problems. But like, also, you know better than to attack people here, because you don't like it either. So I'm going to be absolutely most real. And if I lose a bunch of you, then I do. And that sucks. But I don't fuck around. Not in real life, not here. This is who I am all of the time. And I'm giving you all equality in the way that I see, like, you know, my connection with everybody and my personal perspective of someone. I will always take an account to what's going on if I'm aware. I was just made aware of certain things, and apparently I have a lot to catch up on. So I'm not going to pretend like I know what I'm talking about. I'm just saying I just hate that people that I care about aren't getting along. And if that means that I have to take a break to not be a part of it till it blows over, I will. And is that copping out? Maybe. But I don't know what to do sometimes. It's like you're damned if you do and you're damned if you don't. And I know all of you feel that way in your own regard. So it's just, I just wanted to say that because I don't like losing people or friends or things over stuff I don't even have a clue, and it probably isn't my business. You know what I mean? I just don't like that. I don't like knowing anyone is losing anybody or anybody is hurting. So I'm sorry. Really, this is just an apology to awareness of me not being around enough to maybe be caught up on certain things to help in the way that I could or should, or that I'm expected to. And for that, like, I really am sorry. You know, everybody deserves fucking their peace here, though. That's all I'm trying to provide. And messages so that people can get through their tough times. Like, I mean, I know that we all have our differences and we all have our problems, but here we're not judging that. We aren't looking at that. We are looking at helping and resolve and assistance. No, I didn't hear anything. I didn't. I just kind of was looking back and thinking, and you know, things were brought to my attention there was things that were brought to my attention that I may have not been attentive to because I wasn't reading the chat. I wasn't reading your info. I wasn't reading, you know, anybody else's. And that's my bad for just not being attentive. And that's all I'm apologizing for, was maybe I'll pay more attention to what's going on and address it. I mean, I'm having a off day myself. Like I said, I have a lot going on. Oh, there's the thunder. I just wanted to say sorry for not reading and keeping up with everything, because I realized that things probably could have maybe been resolved, or I should have acknowledged certain things, but I was just tapped in and I wasn't even looking. So just, you know, moving forward with, like, just knowing that I'm sorry if I, you know, I'm sorry. No, it's not Summer. I'm like, we aren't, she blocked me, like, we're not friends anymore because of this, and I don't even know what the fuck is going on. So I've definitely lost out, and clearly you're upset now too, so I'm gonna lose out on you. And that bothers me because I care about you guys. You're some of my OG friends and connections, and I've never done anything to either of you to be put in, and it's fine, fuck it, it's not poor me, I'm put in the middle of it, it's fine, I'm up here, I'm part of the community, you're my girlfriends, it is what it is, but I'm never gonna take sides. I don't think, and I know it'll blow over eventually, I hope, you know, because I've watched many people tear each other up, and then, you know, they're friends again over a period of time of forgiveness or whatever it might take, but I don't want animosity because I don't even know what the fuck is going on. And I love you guys. Like, I'm truly, honestly, I walked into something blind. I just was trying to provide a nice life this afternoon because I know there's a lot of heavy shit going on in everybody's life. And I know that there's a lot of turmoil, but I don't know the extent of certain things because I have been, you know, distracted, I guess, with my own stuff, you know, and I don't come on as much. And I'm sorry if I haven't been there for some of you in the ways that I should have been or needed to be lately, but I'll work on that. You know, I'm trying to figure out time management for myself to figure out my things. And I don't know what's going on, like I said, and I'm sorry. I just came on here to apologize to all of you for that. So, I mean, fucking, I just probably lost 2 friends over, I don't know what the fuck is going on, but I really want to help. And that you'll always have my love, like... Well, I'm just saying, it's starting, you know what I mean? Like eventually things start to, you know, overflow, and they do affect everybody involved. Now, like, my intentions are always pure and with love and with honesty, and I can't change how people feel. I would like to assist in maybe, you know, giving them a different perspective or experience, because clearly, I mean, I'm trying to figure out how to fix this because I don't know how, and I want to. And normally I don't go live and talk about shit like this, but like, it definitely just broke my heart a little bit. And I remember where we all came from and how we all met, and I think about those times, and maybe I'll be stuck in nostalgia, and that's my problem. But I know the best versions of all of us. I mean, all of you, you know, and that's what I see. So that's why I don't get mad about a lot of stuff. And maybe I'm a little bit lenient or I'm a fucking Canadian little pussy. But no, I just like have had the hardest fucking life and I don't share it on here. But, you know, even to this current date, there's things I struggle with on this on an everyday basis. And I'm not perfect, but I want to be there for you guys if I can. I don't want to see anyone fight. I fucking hate drama. I really hate it. I respect those who stand their ground. I respect those who speak their truth. I respect those who show others to do the same thing and lead with like confidence and with poise, you know, but I don't know. I try not to fucking fuck with it. If it doesn't pertain to me, I guess. And like lately I've been really avoidant and I'm sorry for that if you've needed me and I haven't been there. I'll never choose sides, Summer. You know this. Be to you too. This is something from day one I've always been open and real about, even with all of the most of the myths of things. I fucking know why I love you. I know why I love her. And I know in my heart that eventually this will blow over, and because I know that at one point in time, y'all loved each other too. So that's kind of what I base it off. Like I said again, does that make me weak? Maybe. Does that make me a pussy? Maybe. But I got a big heart and I fucking give a shit about you guys all. And we all put our time out, you know, but it's like we crave this connection. We are a family. We were a family. We're not maybe now, but I still look at it that way. I still go back to the basics. In my mentality, I know the root of where I met all of you and where you come from and how much you mean to me. You know, it's simple. But we don't attack each other here. There's so many other places that you can do that. Not that I encourage it, you know, but I can only, I don't know what, you know, I don't know how to fix that issue. And I don't want to, I don't think I'm responsible. I don't even know what the fuck's going on. So like, I don't think until well, I don't know. I hope that you guys get over it. I want to help, but I don't know how. So I don't want to lose either of you. And I've already lost one. If you choose to walk away from me, I understand, but I just know I love you. Oh, well, you know, I sure feel like I did. Because I don't, you know, I've lost enough shit like in the last, I've lost fucking everything. Everything, you guys. I've lost so much. All of the things I love. They either leave or they die. And I don't care, well, I'm not using the word unalive. That's so stupid. That's the basic things that are happening. And everybody's going through loss and fucking judgment and all these other things that are uncomfortable, but I mean, it's retrograde. Shit is going to be uncomfortable right now, and I don't care if you believe in astrology or not, but just know it affects your houses of self, which is going to affect your entire fucking self, your being, right? And there's going to be shit that's brought up from the past. There's going to be shit that is uncomfortable that you don't want to face. There's going to be things that people say that you don't like or that you say that they don't like, or, I mean, this is just keep in mind that these things are coming to the surface for a reason, whether it's unresolved resentment, whether it's unresolved, you know, peace within yourself or love for oneself or others or fucking self-awareness or whatever it might be. But I do know that I have to say on a large scale that ego and pride is getting in the way of all of the best versions of selves. Everybody. I mean, is it really worth losing connections? Is it really worth, it's the fucking internet. This is some of the best people I have met on here, but I've also met some of the worst people on here. And I feel like everybody's kind of like lost their fucking sight, lost their way, lost who they are in the midst of all of the chaos that's been created due to choices. None of us are making, you know, the best ones right now, it seems. Myself included. I'm not excluding myself. There's no perfection in this honesty, this fucking live, whatever you want to call it. This is just me being real. Everybody's got to get a grip. Everybody. Everybody's had something shitty done to them. Everybody's done something shitty to someone else. And I feel like let's deal with it like we should and try to move past, forward, through. I mean, don't go around it because that's not going to help. It'll always be there. I mean, we're all working on shit. We have our personal lives. No. No, I don't give up on people. And like I said, I'm gonna be here through till the bitter fucking end. I will be here standing with my stupid little, I don't even know. I always have a dart, so I'll just be standing here with a cigarette, always. Like, you know what I mean? In the midst of all the chaos, explosions, and the destruction. I will still try to be here for you, even if my own life is falling apart, which I do an awful lot. And you have no idea because I don't fucking share it. And I'm always there just to help others. That's the purpose of this channel. It's not a whine about me place for me. You know, it's for you guys to comfortably share and confide in me. And just know I'll take that to the grave. If you think for 1 second that if you're a client or you're a friend and you say something to me that I'm ever going to share that or even speak of it being shared, fuck no. That's solid, okay? You can trust that always. I can think what you want of me, but I'm a loyal bitch. I'm very fucking honest too. Like, I've been pretty transparent from day one. This is what I look like. This is my fucking name. This is how I live. This is what I do. This is what I'm about. And I have worked really hard to keep that annoying, you know, neutral fucking peacekeeping Canadian vibe. Because sometimes I want to choke people, right? Right? I do. Just like all the rest of you. We're all human. But at the same time, there's always a thing. If that's what someone has triggered you or triggered me, it's always what I always look at. The fucking that's the root of that problem before it becomes a problem of use of other problems to cover up that problem or this and this and this and this. That you have to deal with as soon as possible because look at how it grows. And there's just been so much turmoil. Isn't everybody tired of it? You know, I mean, I don't go certain places anymore because it's never different. And that's okay. I support and love everybody, but things have just gotten to an extent of unenjoyable. Like it's not enjoyable anymore. You go somewhere and it's like everyone is either having conflict or that person doesn't like that person. So if you talk to that person, this person's gonna be mad or I mean I don't know. I thought high school was over like when I graduated, you know, and but Jamie, you should probably maybe apologize and not say certain not nice things to people, especially not in this chat, especially if you know, I mean, I get it. This just isn't the place for it. And we're all ladies and we're all fucking, well, some of us are ladies and gentlemen, and so it's important for us to keep some composure and or, you know, like talk about certain things at a certain place and certain time. You know what I mean? And maybe in private first, because it's easier to hurt a woman's ego than a man's initially. Like over time, yes, you know, men, and they quietly fucking pout about it, but I don't want to hurt nobody, and I don't want anyone to hurt me. So I try to treat people the way I wouldn't want to be, like the way I want to be treated. And I know everybody tries to do that, and there's going to be influences and energies that make that almost damn near impossible. But that doesn't mean that we have to fucking, it doesn't have to be this big, you know? These are little things. These are little disagreements. They're not nice fucking things. We shouldn't be proud of any of them, but they are still small enough to resolve, you know? But I'm not sure, James. I'm not asking any, I can't ask any details. I know that you guys know what the conflict is between y'all. I don't have a fucking clue. I'm just providing a space right now, right here, to say, hey, this is maybe like, bring it to awareness, I guess, that like reality check for everybody. Do you enjoy making people feel the way that we are making them feel? Do we enjoy being made to feel the way that no, we don't. But no one's easing up. So there's always going to be a stone thrown or like cast, you know what I mean? So I don't know, you know, this is, if this was my daughter, you know, I mean, I know how to deal with that. But I mean, other grown people, yes, to an extent, but it doesn't matter what I fucking say or who I am. My opinion doesn't really matter because it's not about what I think. It's about how you guys feel and how you want to deal with it, right? I'm just here to say, wouldn't it be easier if we all just started kind of maybe fucking going back to the basics rather than all of this complicated chaos? And forgiveness is not for everybody, it's for you. You know what I mean? Forgive, but don't forget. Use your discernment when you move forward with other people. But I fucking hate this feeling. I don't like losing people. I mean, and I've really, I've really tried hard to be neutral with everybody and respect everybody, even if I don't, you know, even if I know you're an asshole, I know that you're an asshole. I expect that. You know what I mean? So I don't really expect anything different, and I don't set myself up for disappointment. But some of you, I do know that there's better in there because I've seen it. You know, I've felt it. I've watched it. I've watched some of you create magic that are not living. No, you're not. You're so agitated and so affected by other people and stuff, and you know better. You know this stuff. If it's, I just, well, all I'm asking is here we try to provide a supportive place. And if people are doing anything sneakily and they're not being their truest selves, I'm going to try to call you out on it, and maybe we should work on it, because it's time. We're all acting like fucking monkeys with flying monkeys that throw shit at each other. I think we're more civilized, we definitely are more civilized than that. Anyways, I have to cook supper, but this was supposed to be short and sweet, but apparently it's taken up 20 minutes of your time already. I know, man. I mean, honestly, this is a generalization. It's a reality check for even me. You know what I mean? I mean, what we put our energy into and how we act. And I mean, a lot of the time we're all acting like fucking little kindergartners. And I even have my moments. I had a fucking crash out. It happens it doesn't happen very often. But some people agitate me to the point where, yeah, if you're being a dickhead and then trying to stand up for something that is right when they're doing something wrong, a lot of people, there's a lot of people get thrown into the fire for trying to stick up for what is true and what they see that someone that they care about is going through. I mean, just even if it's in absolute rightness, everyone's just getting fucking shit on or doxxed. Like, you gotta find a new tactic. It's so old. The word dox, I just want it, it needs to just disappear. People, what are people trying to prove to each other? Like, what is going on, and what can we do to fix it in a collective fucking sense, so that our communities aren't so shady or guarded or dark? You know what I mean? Make it a comfortable place for everybody to kind of hang out, because it's really sketchy most of the time lately. I don't know. It's just me thought. I might even delete this. The ones who needed to hear it need to hear it. And yeah, yeah, it's not fun anymore. I don't want to be anywhere anymore. I don't even want to fucking come on here anymore. And I absolutely love so many of your guys' energies. And you know what I mean? This is a place that I come to because I miss you guys in a day. I fucking miss you. I think about that. That you guys have been part of my life for 2 years now. And every, most days you're a part of my life. So you are a part of it, and I look forward to certain interactions and discussions or some arguments when they were tastefully done. And it was almost like, we were a family, we picked on each other, but it was not to the point of fucking ignorance or threatening your things in your life and your family. It's gone a little far, man. And don't talk shit about people. Not fucking gnarly, horribly unfucking true shit because you're triggered. Go fucking heal, right? Do whatever you gotta do to feel better about that part of yourself so that you don't fucking treat other people like shit. I mean, there's not you specifically, guys. I'm just I'm literally generalizing this because it's a problem everywhere. And yeah, I'm just some dumb Canadian broad. I get it. Talking shit up here. I'm really not talking shit. I'm just trying to bring some peace and a reminder that the fuck are we all doing? Okay, it's getting disheartening. It's getting disappointing. I get it's fuck. There's some people that I could just not even think about twice, but they're being, we have to be civil because nobody's the same. Oh yeah, when we behave here, but try doing it other places too. It's a good point though. Yeah, always fucking behave here, please and thank you. But there's going to be times where I know people, it's just not even gonna happen. But I'd rather see it happen minimally everywhere than all at the max all the time everywhere. It's you can't go anywhere without it being the same thing, but same shit, different pile. or, you know, same shit, different day kind of thing. So I just wanted to remind all of you that you're wonderful people. You actually bring, all of you, something special everywhere to the table. We all have a place, we all have a thing, we all do a do, okay? But quit forgetting who you are and losing sight. Well, let's all quit forgetting who we are and losing sight of what actually fucking our truest self. You know, because if our highest self could talk to us right now in this low vibrational frequency or energy that's so draining and fucking monotonously insane, it's like beating our heads off a fucking wall. You're gonna bleed and bleed and bleed and bleed. Like the wall's not gonna fucking bust because of your skull. It's gonna be the opposite, right? And like, why are we doing that to ourselves? Why are we doing that to others? Don't you want to be somebody who helps someone off a ledge rather than fucking pushes them over it? Like, that's not a game to me. It's not funny. It's not fun. It's not a great way to interact. It's not something I want to be a part of. I want to help people, you know, grow and learn and succeed and be a positive impact in their life rather than be a little cunt. Sorry, pardon my language. I'm just upset. But or a dickhead, you know, because there's men and women that are all acting just not beneath themselves. I know the best versions of you guys. For the most part, I've met the best version of you at some point or another. And me. Like I said, I've got low points too, but it takes something to bring it out in me. I tell you what, and it takes an awful lot to trigger me to the point where I flip. But we all need to get it together. Pull our heads out of our fucking ass and start fucking taking a look around and being like, okay, so this is maybe what I'm doing and this is affecting this, or how I'm reacting or how I'm treating somebody. We can't complain about how we're treated if it's what we're putting out there and then what we're receiving. Now, there's some things that are an attack. Yes. Also, those people, they have no fucking lives. They don't care about yours. They don't care about theirs. That's why they do it. So just keep that in mind too. These people they're small. They have power because we allow it, because the things that they say or do hurts. I get that, especially when it's someone you care about. That being said, y'all are adults. You've already been through these things in your life in some form or another, some circumstance or another, or some person or another, whether that's yourself or actually another human. I just go back to the basics. Remember who you are, where you came from. Be humble. Do not hurt other people. Like these, I feel like I'm talking to, like, it's like a play school basics, you know? Just treat others how you want to be treated. Oh, I'm not yelling. This isn't yelling. This is very calm. I'm very serious about what I'm trying to say right now. And sometimes I guess, I don't know, don't get mad about, you know, I hope you're not mad that I'm saying some of the things that maybe other people want to say. I hope I'm being a voice rather than a burden or a fucking nuisance or a bitch. But I remember a day when we all got to speak our truth, and like, yeah, we disagreed, but they were healthy disagreements. They were, they brought lessons and knowledge and understanding rather than conflict and fucking forever and ever and ever resentment. It's just no way to live. Not mentally, not emotionally, not, it starts to affect you physically, drains you, makes you tired, all that stuff. Stress is not good. You know, don't eat, all those things. Just make sure that the shit you choose to do that is either for yourself or for others or to assist in a situation. And obviously I needed a reminder to keep, you know, like my fucking, like, you know, to pay attention to what's going on and not be so distracted. It's also not, I mean, when I'm tapped in or I'm channeling, I kind of can't watch and listen because I'm listening to something else to provide the messages. But I do know better, and I'm sorry. I don't know. I think there's a lot of people who need to say what they gotta say to the person that they should say it to. And I feel like it should be like a comfortable space for them to do it without a fucking crowd, without outer influences or voices or opinions. And I feel like that's, well, I don't know. I feel. It doesn't matter what I feel. I mean, normally that's like the best therapeutic fucking way to resolve anything. And like without conflict, probably not going to happen. Big dreams, right? But I do wish the best for everybody. I know I'm losing connections. I know that, you know, some people, we're all changing, we're all growing, and some things we just don't agree on. And that's, you know, it's sad. I don't like it. It doesn't feel good, but what can you do, I guess? I'm here if you need me, but that's all I can offer. You're good, Rose. Just this is the OG fam shit, I guess, if you will. So just know that I love all of you, and I hope that all of you love yourselves, and that you can see the light in, you know, also others, I guess, and find that love even in your most frustrating of times. I know that it seems like the hardest thing to do. It's like getting your pant loop or your pocket stuck on the door handle when you're already pissed or you're late or whatever it might be. Yeah. So just like speak your fucking truth. Stand in your power. I get that we're not going to agree on everything, and you know, stand for what you think is true and right, and always up for yourself and the ones that you love, and protect yourself, and make sure you protect others that you care about, and remind them. I mean, I've got a lot of good people on here. I actually can't say that I've had worse experiences. I've had not great ones, but none that I can say that I fucking hate anybody or that I really dislike somebody to the point where I would never ever help them. You know, there's some people they could fuck right off. But there's other people that mean a lot to me, and they will always, I'll be a revolving door for them. I don't care what they, you know, I made a whole fucking jewelry line. You guys have all your own pieces. Like, this is a whole, that for me means something. It goes, everything that I did put into that jewelry line. I know that this is the stupidest fucking thing, but just listen to me. That jewelry line was the first one I ever made. It inspired me to create things that, out of my experiences and my impressions and or perception of, or, you know, your energies, the essence of you. A lot of you have a piece that's named after you. That should mean a lot. That whole jewelry line, the YouTube streets, reminds me of a time where there was a cohesive balance between everybody, or like some sort of fucking peace agreement, and like you can fuck with people but only so much, and if newcomers came in, then they were gonna get it if they fucked with you, even if everyone was mad at you that day. You know, I miss that those days. So look at how big that jewelry, it's huge, that jewelry line. I have tons and tons of pieces. So that means there was a lot more fam members that were still involved. And it's just kind of like dwindled, you know, as I give these pieces away to people for gifts and for whatever, that love them, that buy them. It doesn't matter what, they go to someone else, the piece leaves, it's gone. I can always create another one, but it'll never be quite the same. So I do understand that about the community right now, the people in it right now. But just know the essence of you all was once a really fun place to be, in a backyard potluck party. You know what I mean? You're gonna like some dishes and you're not gonna like others. No, no one should have to pick sides. That's the thing, you know. Yes, you can stand for what you think is right, and you can stand behind whom you choose to. But, I mean, no one should ever put pressure on anybody to say that they have to pick a side because there's drama. I don't want to have to do that. I love people for my own reasons. That's all. Yes, Pete, I will. I can see you. There is not a website for my jewelry yet. I've been kind of working on an Etsy site. I've been trying to just figure out some shit in my life, like, honestly. But I have, I guess, thought about an Etsy shop, because then I could put the jewelry and my readings on there. But it's also very competitive, which is fine as well, because if something is meant for someone that you create, then they'll find it, you know. And it's not about big sales. I'm not after big money. I just do create a lot of stuff, and I do give a lot away for free, but that's just who I am as a person, I guess. But it's okay. Oh, you're allergic to it? I do have a certain wire that I use for that particular allergy. I don't have any right now, Amanda, but I have had it tested on people who are rather sensitive, including myself. Like, I don't sit well, like, my skin doesn't react well to certain metals. Nothing crazy. Yeah, the nickel. Okay, I'm just gonna catch up. It's starting to rain now. I didn't go golfing today. I'm so mad at myself. So I haven't been pushing myself either at all. I just kind of been, you know, letting things take over, you know. And I've lost a lot of people, a lot of things, a lot of parts of myself, but we just have to rebuild. Oh, Spunk, I can like send you pictures and stuff. Like, obviously I have your personal, my eyes, my allergies are driving me nuts. I just feel like they're so itchy. Okay, I can just like share some of the things that I've made. Oh, I made a lighter case. Oh, that's so loud. Whoops. Look at, I made like 4 or 5 of them and they all fucking were no good. And this is made just out of leather like string, and I made it completely solid. And the beautiful thing about it is this like little colorful jewel stuff in between is actually like Spandella. You guys know her. Her mom passed away like 2 years before mine did. So she was like my huge support system when my mom passed away not long ago. And her mom gave her this, and she wanted me to have something that was meaningful, or I don't know, it's the littlest thing, but I incorporated it into the lighter case, something I would use every day. So I would think about her every day and know that she's with me every day. So I also made Spandella one so that she would have the same thing, because she didn't know what to do with it, and neither did I. So good old stone brain was like, fuck yeah, I can do that, bud. And so I did. But it took me a while and many prototypes, and I threw a lot of lighters in the garbage. But hard work, persistence, you know, you can create something out of anything, even your pain. Your head hurts. Mine too, man. Mine too. You're here to get your soul touched, Bronzy. Touch, 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 touch. My goodness. We should almost go stand in the rain. She'll cleanse. Let's do it. Fuck it. Sitting in this house, cooped up. I got like my whole deck cleaned. I just have to pressure wash it. Ew, there's a spider on my fucking door. There, I karate kicked him. Kitties! Oh shit. Well, let's do it. You ready? Look at all the rocks that I've been smashing. That's therapeutic. You guys should do that. If you have cool rocks, like the inside of them. Look at, where do you want to go in the house? Oh, he's like, fuck, I hate this. You're fine. Okay, I'll let you in. He's panicking. He's not digging the rain. Those are big raindrops. Come on, boys, let's go. Let's go. Up, let's go. Come on, come on, come on. 1, 2. It's kind of loud out there. Let's just move this thing and then we'll go in. Okay, I just painted it, so I don't really want it to get, well, it should be dry by now, but just precautionary. Hello, sassholes. You're all wet and in. I'll feed you in 2 seconds. Cats run my life. So we've cleansed. We've had a breath of the fresh rain air. A good slow rain. No, it's been such unusual weather here, actually. Like, the fucking garden is like, it's just odd. Just odd. And then we have those caterpillars now. There's like 45 million of them on my Jeep. I just drove. I didn't flick them all. There's way too many. Grace took a video of them. I think there was like 35 of them just on my like tires. Like, not all on one tire, obviously, spread out, but they're eating all the leaves here. And so some places look like there's just big sparse patches. It looks like fall. The cows. My grandparents actually sold like pretty much most of their herd. So that's not really something I'll have to do. Like, they were just getting older and everybody's so busy, and then there's only so many people putting in their, you know what I mean? It's just time. It was just time. So that's kind of sad. But there's always people around here that we assist with, and I help in the summer with the mountain stuff normally, but come here, big boy. You're gonna knock that over. So there's like the odd job, but I'm trying to not do that as much, just for something to do. I need change too. You know what I mean? You do this. Oh, hold up, just a minute. Check this out. Peanut butter whiskey. Oh, interesting. It fucking writes it's dangerous. It's very, very nice, actually. It's like, you know, when you just want something like an after dinner delight, if you will call it that. It kind of has like the dessert and like the nightcap combo, you know? I will never mix it with anything. Never, never, never. I think it'd be fucking sin to mix it with anything. I wonder where it's from. It's from Louisville. All right, well, some of y'all might even know. Some of y'all might just know. It's not good. I'll show you it's good. It's delicious. Oh, Amanda, that's interesting. Like, you've done a lot of cool stuff, eh? Like, every time that I, get the chance to have an interaction with you or talk or chat, whatever, it's always something educational in it. You've done a lot of cool things with your life. You have a lot of experience. No twisted teas for losers. I don't need that. No, you're right. I don't need it. But you know what? Sometimes I want it. Them Canadians, eh? Love you too, buddy. You old throbbing hot dog. Keeps calling me and still showing. I feel like your situation might. Holy Raven. Fuck. Hello, baby girl. Little spotlight. What you doing? What are you doing? Do you love whiskey? You never even had whiskey. You can't have peanut butter whiskey. You're wet from outside. Do you want your dinner? Is that why you're making your presence known? She's like, yes, you nailed it. Come feed me now, bitch. I know, right? The way she like crawled, the way that she came up, it was just like, she was just like totally, it was really cute. Misbehaving Raven. I hope you have a wonderful weekend too. I forgot it was Friday. Oh, fuck yeah. It's Friday. Oh, no. That means that golf will be expensive this weekend because, well, everybody's going to want to do it on the weekend. It's cheaper during the week, but that's okay. I'm really upset with myself for the little amount of times that I've been able to go. Do you want me to get drunk? Peanut butter whiskey? Okay, we're going to do a shot, and it's definitely not going to be with a shot glass because that's not very Canadian. And I'm classy, but I'm not that classy. So, cheers to you. Cheers to bearing hatchets, hopefully. Maybe some resolve, but you motherfucking ha. I don't know. I think it's super good. You like my fit? Thank you. Thank you very much. It's a little ratty. I've had it for a while, but it's like a work sweater. Aw, Bish. You could, well, obviously, this is probably everywhere. Everybody. This is not a supported ad. I'm just saying you should try this. It's really good. If you drink. If you don't, then, don't get started or anything. It's no good for you. What did I do today? I cleaned my deck. I did a bunch of readings on the live. I marinated some meat for supper. Oh yes, we need to cook. We have some cooking to do. I did have to fix I had the plumber come here to fix my hot water tank, and what else did I do? That's kind of it. I was going to cut the lawn or go golfing, and I didn't do either of those. But I did accomplish some things on the list, and tomorrow's a new day. Is that apple juice? Spicy apple juice. Okay, I don't know. I'm gonna see. Let me just see. Let me feed the cats quick because they're all making me feel uncomfortable with their eyeballs. Yes, Raby, I hear you. Yes, I see you. Here, you guys get here. Here, have fun. Cheers, mazel tov, whatever you want. Let's see what we're gonna make. You know what? I think we're gonna do pork chops. I have like 2 huge packs of pork chops. So I might do pork chops with mushrooms and cream, like pork chops and mushroom soup, logically, with rice and salad. Or I might maybe make like a sweet glaze. I could do that too. I could just like, you know, I could saute them. And then I could bake them with like a sweet and spicy glaze. What do you think? Oh my God. How cool would it be to incorporate this into the glaze if I do go like the sweet route? But mind you, I mean, pork is pretty versatile. You know, I could probably get away with it. I would just have to pair it with something savory that's like a good accompaniment rather than like a fucking... It could be an abomination though. Oh, hot chocolate. I love a hot toddy. Actually, when it gets really cold tonight, I'll light a fire and then I'm gonna put some of this in some hot chocolate. I usually make like a fireball, like latte for when I have guests. Yeah, and this is almost like everything in one bottle rather than me having to do a bunch of things with whipped cream on the top and a little bit of like, let's say, ooh, was that spicy Mexican chocolate? That'd be kind of nice. That would warm you, especially if you're out day, like out on a day of like in the snow, or it's like just a cold bone chilling day, or you're not feeling well. Actually, we'll do like a shot of whiskey, but we'll put, you know, like hot, like lemon water and honey, and then we just, that shot usually clears you up. I look like that I could survive Jurassic. I mean, actually, that's, I'm not even gonna, yep, fair enough. I kind of do. Sorry. It's probably not my color. It's probably not my fit. Sorry. I don't know how to keep fucking apologizing to everybody today. I think I'm just like on the level of I have no more, there's no, I'm also baked. So. Ooh, Katrina, you just like always get cooler in my book. Like, you know what I mean? You just always move up. Everything you say, the fucked up shit is super funny. I actually seen a meme about, in case you said you were gonna fart on people's like buttons on the way out. Every time lately, and now I see like this little sassy meme about tooting and a girl, I'm like, that, it's cat right there. Yeah, I'm just saying, you know what I mean? I love it. And I thought about you today quite a bit because I was doing readings and the fucking fairy card kept literally every fucking time the fairy card came out. I'm like, she calls me Pixie Page. So like, I think about you often. And when I see things that I'm sure it's not a fairy or a pixie, but you know, tink tink, Tinkerbell. So anyways, cat's cool. You want to tag me in your community post? May I ask what it is that you are going to tag me for? Because then I'll give you my answer. Respectfully. Oh, what is this? No, I'm not. I'm reading. I'm looking. Type of woman who takes a shotgun, not a machine gun. Well, I'm an accurate shot. Don't need a machine gun. I'm just kidding. Well, not really, actually. I do have a lot of experience under my belt. Okay, your roommate won't quit harassing you. This is something that you have to, oh, well, thank you. Yeah, sure, go ahead. Hopefully it doesn't scare away your already subs. Like, have you taken the, like, precautionary action of notifying anybody of what's going on, like, in your real world, like, where you are, like, physically right now? Does anybody know your situation? Because I feel like, well, it's very dangerous to go through that without any awareness. Your family knows, okay. And how do they feel about it, if you don't mind me asking? Thank you, Emma. Thank you for coming. Much love. Let's move the whiskey and we will maybe do some readings. Here, the family member that lives with me knows. Okay, so do you feel safe with this? Aware to the authorities, just because if success, your whole entire and everything else, like this is your throat is make sure physically. Interesting. It's very contradicting, these cards with this energy. All right. Respectfully, I do owe Spunky a reading, and whom else was on the list? Ethereal, but I don't think she's here right now, which is okay. I'll catch her next time. And I do want to address this, though. There's something that you have created, you've allowed, that is that has caused this past, I guess it's almost like being in a prison. Imprisonment, allowance or access to it, said energy. But the Three of Swords coming out in the reverse also shows me that this endurance that you have is going to push you forward, and has, like, kind of out of this past this, yeah, past this, like, emotional prison, past this. Why do people have so much control over you? Because your emotions, I don't know if I want to say that. Your emotions are stable because of the experience that you're going through. Yeah. I mean, you're not going to be able to move through this turmoil unless you make some sort of an immediate a gesture of, I'm not fucking pluck you up. That's what you got to say. I mean, like, but do it, like, legally. This keeps coming out. Like, why do you have so much fear of listening to yourself and what you know? Taking action is difficult for you at this time. Indecisiveness. Yeah, the Strength card. You need to work on that. There's something about believing in yourself, and creating this infinite trust. You don't worry about what other people are fucking doing. Don't worry what other people are thinking or trying to tell you what to do. You can tame the beast. You can tame... This isn't even... I feel like it's time for you to just, like, recognize your power, because you've lost it in this fucking weird entanglement that you've got going on. It's time to, like... Ooh. Yeah, like, this is affecting, like, your abundance, like, your well-being, your self-worth, all of those things, like, with the Queen of Pentacles. And, like, obviously you know, what's the best way to put this? Bitch, you know where you came from. You know what you do. You know, like, how you've been built. You know what you've put into things. You know the seeds that you've planted. You know, you're very aware. very self-aware. Let's not play coy, you know what I mean? And also, show this motherfucker what he's gonna miss. Or, like, show these people that you're not scared, and that just because you might seem like you are small, or you are unspoken, or you have nobody behind you, just know that you have you behind you. I know that's dumb shit to say, but I think that yeah, like that forward movement, that drive, even in the littlest form with, you know, the Ace of Wands coming out. It's like, start doing shit that you know you need to do that's going to change the situation. Yeah, Temperance, balancing it out, finding the solution, and the Wheel of Fortune. So this is like, you know, also letting the universe deal with some things and stop stressing about it so fucking much that it's making you feel sick. Because that's not doing you any good. That is not going to find that peace and balance. You're just going to be stuck in a cycle of feeling not worthy, or that there's no abundance in your life, or that maybe you're not, you know, adequate or of equal level. I'm not ever going to say not good and ridiculous, but you need to make sure that you know you can trust in the universe, and like releasing some of this shit and being like, okay, I don't have to have control over everything. I just know what I can choose. I can't control others' choices. But the Wheel of Fortune, this is all about like a change for the better, like kind of like, it can be not that too, if you want it to be, especially with this Queen of Pentacles in reverse. You can get in the way of your own abundance with the way that you think, the way that you feel, but I feel like you know this now, and it's been brought to your attention for long enough that you have been like, okay, I need to find some balance. I need to find some way to temper and or equalize, or find a solution. The Wheel of Fortune, it does keep standing out, because for me, it came out, you know, in the reverse. Or not in the reverse, sorry, in the sideways. But I feel like that's what's causing the issue here, is the confusion as to where to go with this. Quit trying to control the wheel. Quit trying to do it. Quit fucking worrying about it. The less control that you have over the situation actually is going to be your absolute most beneficial thing. That's your solution. Quit. Just let it go. Just not forever. Just for now. You've already planted a seed that has already tamed some sort of, it's made somebody change or address something within oneself that has, you've changed their entire perspective on something. Like, you've opened their fucking mind to something completely different. You have created a solution or some sort of comfort in a way that's not replaceable, that's not yeah, it's not replaceable. Like, this person is very aware, okay? I don't love readings, by the way. Not my thing. If it comes up, I'll address it, but very lucky. I'll let you know that now. Having the patience is what's going to be key here. If you want resolve, if you don't, fuck it. You know what I mean? Move forward. You're going to find balance within yourself, which is my suggestion always. Anyways, don't ever sit around and wait for somebody. I don't give a fuck if they shit rainbows and poop sunshine, all of the, do you. Don't wait around for somebody who you have to shrink yourself for or be someone else for. I mean, and don't date someone's potential, you know? Don't wait around for someone's potential to come to fruition. Actions are everything. And, well, I mean, we've got the Eight of Wands. That's what I mean. So you're tired of being in these situations where everybody's guarded off. Like, it just, you want something of no. Quit being so open, actually. Maybe be guarded. Maybe be more protective of one's precious energy and soul and heart. And just be stop worrying about everybody else and worry about what you got to do for you. Because I mean, I'm not really seeing, hold on. Yeah, you're the star. Like, you're the star of your own show. It's time to, like, move forward, but with a different mentality of, like, maybe not other people. Just say me, 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 me. Be selfish about it. It's all about you. Do what you have to do. Yeah, absolutely. I mean, because if you don't, you're going to stay locked in this fucking upside down emotionless cup, or this cycle, if you will. Yeah. All of the emotional houses are just like, this isn't working for you. It's not going to work for you. Unless you want to wait for fucking ever and ever and ever for that Knight of Pentacles to show up. And either way, it's going to be conflict, you know? And it won't work out the way that, but I mean, judgment, there will be divine justice in this, but you got to stop putting your hands in the batter, you know, is what they're saying to me. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Which is leaving you guarded. I feel like you need to be more guarded. Don't be so open to those in access to your garden. Okay, well, anyways, I have to move on, darling, because there's other people that, but I hope that brings you some clarity. I don't like disconnecting like that, but I feel like you've gained enough wisdom as of today and within yourself that you can make the right decision. And I hope the best for you. I'm sorry, guys. I'm just catching up. I don't have my glasses on. This is not Captain Squintosaurus Rex here. Okay, Spunky. Okay, let's do it. Whew! There was like a moment when I was just channeling and I was sent into a completely fucked up, it wasn't a fucked up place or space, if you will, or yeah, space. And this is kind of fucked because like I said earlier on my like other live that I was doing, I don't have sleep paralysis. This is not something that it's something that, yes, I have had it, okay? But it's not a frequent for me. And I had the most fucked up experience last night. And I woke up at 3, which I know is spooky on its own. Like 3:30, and I had sleep paralysis. I was literally grabbing my feet, flipped upside down. There was nothing I could do. It was very strange. But I feel like that also, you know, gives me the feeling that it's important to say, like, does anyone else feel like their fucking life has just been fucking taken and shook upside down, or like that they're just that their world is being pulled from underneath of them, or all of any of those fucking stupid t-shirt cliche things? You know what I'm trying to say? Like, and there was nothing I could do, like, and I felt it like I was on a ride almost. Like, I fucking hate heights. I don't like, I'm going to hold all of your purses and every single jacket, and I'm going to wave down safely from, you know, while you're up risking your life in that goddamn fucking air. That's not for me, yo. You know, I'm hardcore, but not like that. So it's a weird sensation, and I know exactly the sensation because I'm so uncomfortable with it naturally, right? And it was so real, and there was nothing I could do, but I was also very aware of everything. Now, do you feel like you're stuck on a ride? Or like on a really fucking uncomfortable ride where you're like, I didn't sign up for this. Let me off, let me off, let me off. They lied, you know? It'll be fun, they said. Well, maybe sometimes it's not, you know? Oh, I forgot to tell you. I forgot to remind myself. I also did take an edible not long ago. Well, It was long enough ago to know now that why I look like this. Okay, so back to the subject. Also, I might not be very much fun now. I'm pretty fucked up. So here we go. Just letting you know, those who are getting your reading now, this is for entertainment purposes only. And Prairie page is feeling a vibe. Because you're insane. You're insane, Bish. You know what? You know what I do? Not that ever. And yes, do I need? I have. Don't get me wrong, but the only time I've ever been able to do it, and maybe I don't think I even enjoyed it. I just close my eyes and like wait for it to be over and hope that I'm still intact afterwards. But mushrooms have helped. I have ridden rides that I never thought that I would ever. Well, I know, because I tried them sober and I didn't work out. Like, it was the worst of my life. I don't like shit like that. We're not supposed to be well, gravity pertains to us for a reason. Not for me. Heights, rides, I've done it, so I can say I fucking don't like it. But I love that for you guys, if you do enjoy it. Adrenaline junkies. I love mushrooms. Spunk, dude, I'll totally do I know that one of us need, okay, you know what? We gotta just get together. And you know what? You should come out here and I'll take you camping and I'll show you some magical things. I'll keep it in mind. I wasn't ready. Well, fuck, I'm gonna have to read it to you anyways. Anyways, you should definitely come out here and we should have just a lovely weekend, and I will show you what classy bush life. I'll try my best to make it like nice for you, but also I want it to be rugged, and I kind of want it to be, I just want it to be special. So you should come see me. Ooh. All right, keeping that in mind too. Who are you dealing with right now? Spunky, this is... Well, we're jumping. I'm tapped in. So... Oh my gosh. Well, I'll share my... Okay. You still have the same number? Because I did change mine. But we should make a plan. And, like, I will give you my location. And we should fucking dope... I can't even talk about how excited I would be. See, I'm like, okay. Actually, it would probably not be like a lot. I just don't have a passport, or I would come see you, but I know you have one, so it would be like maybe like $200 for a flight. That'd probably be like there and back. Just, you know, because you probably won't leave. You know, we'll just have to like move your house. We'll just get it like brought with balloons over. I'm just kidding. I know we would have a blast. I mean, like, it would just make my whole year. That'd be cute. There's a few other people I really want to connect with. You know, P. I would have always loved to connect with Beta. Ooh. So who's got the sting? Someone's got this scorpion sting. Something about toxins, or something about something being toxic for you. Another person. A person. Absolutely a person. They're showing me a person. Okay. I am on Spunkies right now, right? Because this is happening. Sorry, Spunk, this is happening. Spunky, Justin, someone and someone. Okay, we'll get there. So, wow. Do I ever feel indecision? I do. I feel like you're very much like every once in a while needing that. Oh, you're going through so many changes. They're showing me, well, phases. It's like, okay, well, transformation. It's very impressive. It's very astronomical growth. Like, it's very, very big. You've done some big things lately, but at the end of the day, there's still that something that's always tickling at the back of your ear. You know, it's like something's always missing. And I know you know what that pertains to. I just feel like you're having a hard time deciding between the old and the new. And I don't mean that in a bad way. I mean, it's not like picking furniture. It's just something you're comfortable with and that is familiar and but isn't the comfiest. And then there's, you know, then there's the new. There's that risking it and jumping over. It's trying a new couch or a new bed. It's like ordering one online, you know what I mean? Because like you have to just wait for it and see if it works out. And it might not be comfy, and you might have all of these, you have to read all of the reviews, and you have to, you are entitled to doing so. And you need to do that and use your discernment, because there is definitely some things, places, hold the fucking kidding me? Did you see it? Did you see? I cannot. The scorpion. Again. Ooh, what's behind it? The oyster. Huh. Interesting combination. You know what? Crazy. So, I'm excited to see how this correlates. I mean, I know what they mean, but together, well, you don't, so I have to read it to you. But together, it's an odd. You're leaving things behind, and they don't like it. You're trying to, take all of the experiences that you've had. You're not disregarding them or throwing them in the garbage. You're taking them and you're creating something beautiful, like a pearl with it. That's the knowledge. That's what is kind of like the elixir as to of your glow up at this moment, almost this sense of self, this tranquility, this bliss, if you will. I love that. Okay. Passionate, competitive, and towards isolation. Yeah, I know that you're like that. I feel like I do the same thing. The scorpion is a passionate and determined creature. Their career is very important to them, as they are select friends that they are very choosy about. Sometimes the scorpion's heat festers and they focus on unresolved events from the past. Usually, a situation where they were left feeling burned. The Scorpion card says it's time to come clean about your feelings so everyone can heal and you can get back to your usual fiery but fun self. Yeah, I mean, I do feel like your light's a little dim right now. And I don't mean that disrespectfully, I'm just honest. I can feel like I feel like it's like walking through a half-lit hallway. You know what I mean? Where once there was like pictures illuminated that you were excited to see every day and walk down that hallway with, like, it wasn't so ominous and dark and sad. You know what I mean? There's something about okay, so sorry. I've got like a new charger and I don't trust it. It just keeps fucking shit up. So, okay. Sorry guys. So, I mean, honestly, back to what I was saying, there's people that are, there's a person holding you back from the things that you truly are meant for and that you desire. Okay, so that's right. I do have them here. I don't know why I want to, the black egg, there's some significance. So thank you for waiting, by the way. My phone is a piece of shit. But I'm switching phones, and so I'm in between the both. The new one is better, but Paige isn't smart enough for the new one yet. So the Scorpion, you know, is passionate and like they're very determined. They're all about their career. It's very important. They have select friends, and sometimes your heat festers and they focus on the unresolved event from the past, usually a situation where they were left feeling burned. So The Scorpion card says, it is time to come clean about your feelings so that everyone can heal and you can get back to your fun and fiery self. And, when in balance, wild and free and very fierce, but like respectfully. And when out of balance, jealous, resentful, and unresolved. Bring into balance honesty and forgiveness. I actually don't think that this is not your energy. I mean, two cards did come out. There is the Scorpion, which is not your energy. I don't think so. We do have the Oyster, which for me, I mean, there is things. Now, let's be real. We'll read this, but I mean, this is what I mean by this is a very conflicting. I see where your mind's at. There's a lot going on. You know what I mean? There's a lot emotionally going on. There's a lot of certainty, but shrouded by so much uncertainty, which is what I would like to discover, what we need to do. So, patient, secret keeper, and hiding inner treasures. The focus and determination of the oyster is unmatched. Anything an oyster personality puts their mind to, they achieve with grace and charm. The only problem is the oyster type often takes their inner gifts for granted. They become shy or doubtful, and this can lead to withdrawing or protecting their deepest desires and life's work. When the oyster card appears, it's important to reveal your inner treasures. So like, what is it that you've been hesitant to share that the world is waiting to see? This is beautiful. So when in balance, it feels blessed, generous, and masterful. When out of balance, reluctant, gripping, and clams up. And to bring it to balance, share something. What a contrast. What shall we do here? Well, you're in a situation right now where you don't know what the fuck to do. Clearly, I mean, most of us that are here asking for answers you need clarity for some things. There are some things that you feel that are very much truthful, that you're not being told the truth, but you don't need it because you already know, because you've been stung before, and this is a repetitive fucking cycle. Shutting down is no good for you, and you know that because it's not who you are, and it's no good for your health. And girl, I know you. This isn't good for you, and you know it's not good for you, and yet I feel like your heart is always somehow open in a revolving sense, like revolving door syndrome. But then you're dealing with someone with Jekyll and Hyde syndrome and or empty promises syndrome. Don't fucking make promises that you can't keep, ladies and gentlemen, because that will absolutely cause problems in one's relationship. And if you can't fulfill something, especially at the minimal basis of like trust and respect and honesty and fucking loyalty, even at its base, then don't do it. You're gonna hurt people. So the Pale, time to get out of a situation and a wish will not be granted. Oh, spunk. Well, I actually don't need those cards to even say it. Pay attention to your finances. Oh, to your health. Yeah, your mental health, your physical health. Everything is kind of being affected right now by, well, we know why. So there's, you're going to have to, this isn't going to be easy. Why is it always it's like it gets harder every time that you try again or that you consider doing so. So paying attention to your work. I feel like you bury yourself in work because, well, number one, you don't have a choice. That's just in your field. But it's easier to deal with sometimes. But it's not like you're not pushing it aside. You're just maybe just setting it for a later date, because it's too much right now. Yeah, the firecracker with excitement. I do feel like there's something that has sparked some excitement, whether that's an old flame or a familiar fire pit, if you will. November. Interesting. So November, some significance now, in the past, in the current, or will be in the future, or to you in general in your life. Seeking out information that will help you, which you're doing currently. but also in other resources that you have, you know, friends, family. But don't back down from opposition. Show like, stand in your power. It's time for you to like say what you say, and like, and not give in. You know, don't be weak to others' energies. Interesting. All of my friends are going fucking through it, so am I. I love you guys. So the Forest, muddled and unclear thinking. I do feel like this is kind of always just a cycle. This is always the same thing that happens, but there's love there, so it's hard to walk away from. It's hard to not want to see if maybe this time it's different. And that goes for both energies involved. Yes, I do know that you're probably watching, sir. So I'm just saying, I feel like it's very adamant that you just take a break. The Broom, new home and a new attitude. Ooh, are you finally, everything is okay, coming together with your home. You have some obstacles to overcome, though, when it comes to the sun behind the hills. So yeah, you have fears, you have worries, hesitations, tense situations. I mean, obviously, look what you already know. Why wouldn't you? Any normal person would absolutely, and if they didn't, I would think that they're crazy. So this was flipped in this deck, the Shark. Yeah. So take care, or there will be a loss of material wealth. I think that you're aware of that, though, and it's like, yeah, so like, you know that there's hard work ahead. You know it's not going to be easy, but you know that in the end, problems will be resolved because of the hard work that you put in and the recognition that of said situation and the depth and the severity of it. So like, you will be taken care of in these difficult times. This is deep. This is a big one. Yeah, you're on the road to success, though. Please know that the mountain that you've just traveled, you will now have some rest and some you can replenish some of the shit and have a moment to take it all in. I know that you know what's best for you, but I know that you just need a little clarity. And I do want to encourage you to move forward with something new. I don't care if I get hate for that, but I'm going to encourage the way that I see fit and what I trust and feel. Lighthearted, carefree time. I think it's important for you to go out and just like maybe clear your mind, go somewhere where you maybe have mountain air or just like a breath. Come the fuck here. Come see me. But, you know, you'll be receiving or giving a precious gift. Now, I want to find out if this gift is going to be out of just like someone's kissing ass or somebody who truly it's genuine. Because a gift can mean anything, you know, it doesn't have to be whatever's a precious gift to you. You know, that's all that means. It doesn't have to be a thing. Okay, these cards don't want to speak anymore. Not that side. Let's see. The Tankard. Seriously, you're being encouraged to go out and have some fun. And just like a carefree, lighthearted time, right? Where just put all of the things that are bothering you, yes, in a container, if you will, and throw it in, you know what, just put it where you will. That's kind of, don't disregard it. You know, you have to examine it. You have to go through it. You have to take what you need from it because it's there for a reason. But you don't need to take the whole fucking garbage bag to the bar. You know, and it's not I'm saying where you're going. I'm just saying you don't bring a trash bag to a party. You know what I mean? So, the Lobster, financial pinch. If you are dealing with financial issues right now, just know that it's going to come to pass. And I feel like once you start, yeah, October. Right. November and October. When I look at the leaves obviously falling, I just feel like something is falling to its natural, like, it's like when a leaf falls, it's like its cycle is done, you know, there's no, I know it's a leaf, so it doesn't have fucking feelings, but there's energy there. And yes, the energy, it doesn't ever disappear, but it's still not a part of the next phase, or it's the end of the season for something, you know? Very much feel that. It's okay to let go of things. If it comes back different, which, I mean, fuck, we always can hope for, and I do wish for the best for that, but like, for the most part, when your energies are not on the same level of understanding or any of the other things anymore, then you can have love, you can have one or two things, but there's other things that build the foundational house of any kind of healthy relationship or connection or business partnership or any of those things, right? You can love somebody all you want, but you can't keep torturing yourself over the potential of who you know that they could be, but they choose not to make those decisions to be. And sometimes it doesn't happen in this life, and that's okay. Interesting. Hello, Gotti. Look, Gotti. Cupcakes. I did not make them. This bitch has been sad. I just bought them. But look, I'm going to piss all of you off. Okay. Oh my gosh, that tastes like lemon, and there's so much going on that. Cupcakes, yay. That was neat. I don't know what flavor that is. I just was like, oh, these look like sad bitches would eat this, and I'm a sad bitch sometimes. So I'm like, peanut butter whiskey, cool colored cupcakes. You never know. You know, I'll probably just smoke cigarettes and drink the whiskey, but I just to taste the cupcake, and now I'm very intrigued. And I'm making dinner. When a bitch is sad, she sometimes drinks, and then she'll eat some sweets. And then every once in a while, she will drink some beer. There's just so much going on. Everybody's like, why are you so chaotic? I just need to get it together for a sec. All of your energies are very lovely, but they're everywhere. Okay, we're good. Let's go. Vacuum away fear. This has been also very much a shower today. So vacuum away your fear. Call upon Archangels Michael and Raphael to lift fear-based energy from you, your surroundings, the situation, and everybody involved. Yeah, it's time. I mean, it is time. I think it's just time. I think that the fear of moving away or letting go completely is it's obviously fucking terrifying. But you need to do it. You just have to go for it. Let's see. All right, so I'll take these, and then we'll do. Whew, that one wants to come too. So, okay, we do have the ear chakras. Okay, so listening to yourself, noticing messages, noticing. Well, did someone's actions match their words? Notice messages that appear as sounds, music, words from both external sources and within your mind. So exactly what I said. So these messages are real, and they may just be the answer to your prayers in a way. Books. Oh, so your life purpose involves writing, reading, editing, or selling spiritually based books. I feel like you're going through this. It's an ascension, and it's not like you haven't done this before, but this one's a little different because this is almost like the last stages or closing the end. When I see this book for you, it's like the end of a chapter, like a book. It's done. It's closed. It's time to read a new one or move forward with new information to assist in going through whatever decision that you make. We do have a yes coming out. I've never even seen this card in here. So like trust your feelings, because the accurate barometer of truth. Ooh, I like that. The barometer of truth. You are profoundly clairvoyant. So trusting what you see in your mind's eye. So listening to your psyche or your third eye, and trusting that, like, combined with your physical sight for your spiritual vision helps you with healing, teaching, and guidance. That's kind of a past life issue. That might be why this is so hard to shake. It's not something that I haven't picked up on before. That's maybe why they're, every single time you feel like a revolving door. I feel like that is a huge fucking imprint, if you will. It's not as easy to walk away from, you guys, There's people that come into your life for just a short period of time and it will be a lesson. And then there's people that come into your life and they make you just know them already. Like you meet them one time and then you're just like, well, this is deep rooted. There's roots here. So it's not just like removing a few branches and not just removing yourself from a situation that's not got serious depth and magnitude, but it hasn't been nourished in the right way. So it's never grown into something that could flourish healthily, properly, or without reassurance and assistance at all times. It's kind of become unhealthy the way that it's unfolded. But the intention in the beginning was there. The intention was, the seed that was planted was out of love and out of all of the most beautiful things. It's just, and it comes from a deep rooted experience within the past life connection. Well, there's a connection there that's a soul tie. So, I mean, you can either cut your cords or you can be chained to one another forever. And can you find some resolve? Like, is it resolvable? Let's ask. Oh, that's not a good sign. I just feel like, okay, well, that's already a problem. So there's a huge divide and it's almost become to the point where all of the things that has become disconnected. Oh, hold on. Okay, so there might be some way to resolve. It's going to take a lot of fucking work if it's something that you want, but both people have to choose it. I do feel like there's always going to be that like distance though in those certain houses of trust and love. And someone's always going to want to have the upper hand. I don't know why I'm picking that up. Hey, Gotti. Justin, Gotti, Spunky, everybody. Look. Respectfully, I'm going to finish my girl's reading and then I'm going to say what I got to say about the situation. Because, yeah, I read your energy too while I'm doing this. I can feel everything just because I'm stoned and now I have cake on my mind because those were delicious. And I want to kick all of your asses because I know that you know what you're doing right now. Change it and your situation will be different. Spunky, I'm going to continue with your reading, my dear. See what you're up to. Ooh, so waiting in suspense. Waiting for someone to make a move so that you can make a move emotionally very disrupted, very disturbed. You're not feeling comfortable sitting in the suspense of emotional it's emotionally unstable. The situation is emotionally unstable and you're sick of waiting on you're sick of waiting to feel that and don't. Well, yeah, you're done resting on it. You've thought about it enough. The Eight of Cups. You see, that is how I feel like you feel about the situation. So there's the Eight of Cups coming out after a period of long rest and no more, like you're restless, right? In this thought and this feeling, and maybe pressure to make a decision of some sort, but you already know what you want. You just don't know how to do it. motherfuckers be up in your shit. Affecting your emotional and intellectual or mental state. Well, the Nine of Cups, that's, well, okay, look at here. Now, look at here. So we do have the Eight of Cups and the Nine of Cups. I was going to say, I feel like you're searching for those last two cups and that you feel like this situation has run its course and that there maybe isn't ever going to be that emotional fulfillment just because of actions and choices and such. Now, there we got the 8, we got the 9, and then we have so many fucking cups here. There is so much emotion going on that, like, it's overwhelmingly distracting for anybody trying to do anything in a day. I feel like it's just like, I know how I feel, or no, I don't know how I feel about it anymore, but I do know how I did once feel about it, and now I need to adjust to my current feelings of how my head and my heart connect. Because for once, I feel like this is actually a reading where that comes through, where there is that mental clarity, that emotional clarity, and they also harmoniously, like, this is the same fucking stamp, you know what I mean? Yeah, like, I mean, the King of Cups. Well, you know what? Look at you go. It's an interesting energy bouncing back because we do have the Seven of Cups coming out as well. And this is like, I don't know, overcast of mind over matter. Like, just make sure that you're using your discernment, because you don't want to go, reminds me of backtracking. It's like, if I make this decision, I know that's going to lead me to a place of backtracking or where I was before, and then I have to start over again. Oh yeah, because you're done with this shit. You don't want any more of this. Look at him. That's terrible. I wouldn't want to be that guy. Gross, you know? It's a terrible place to be. You're done with it. Nobody's going to make you feel like that ever again. And I feel like that is just showing you, like, the outcome of this decision if you choose to go through with it. I mean, that can come from forgiveness and reconciliation too, but that will take that will take a lot more work. And it depends on the people who are involved who want to do that work and if they're up for that or not. But that just goes to show that you work for the things that you love, and if you really do want them, I mean, that goes for both sides, you know, or any other connection. It has to be reciprocal. And you need to get ahead of each other's shortcomings and have an understanding of what the fuck this connection was about. Go back to the basics. That's been a theme today. You know, because look at, I mean, there is the smallest like a very hopeful, but slow growing, very much needs a lot of nourishment to bring abundance and hard work to fix certain beautiful things that are not so beautiful any longer. Yeah, there's a lot of fucking cups here, dude. Like, okay. So emotions. We have the King and the Queen of Cups. Okay. I mean, there is potential for to be emotional balance and understanding, but, like, there is so much stubbornness that might not come to fruition, you know? There's a lot of choices that have to be made, and it will take a lot of work and a lot of time and forgiveness. And yeah, because, I mean, like, that Strength card, I mean, coming out again, you know, that Strength card is everything. There is potential here, okay? Because it is a past life connection, there's that infinity sign again. But there's always outer influences. You know, there's 3 crows above this fella. I mean, 3s and tarots is not really the greatest thing. That's three's a crowd. Other influences are absolutely and have always been affecting this connection, or the ability to have this, I mean, this balanced connection. This, like, you know, they belong together. But there's so much other shit going on in between, and other people, and fear, and disappointment, and waiting, and resting, and then depression, and there's so much stuff that goes on here. Are you when you wait, let me just put all these cards, like, I'll show you. When you have this rest and you've thought about it, do you want to sit in this position forever, or let's find out on the other side here what we can understand. And yes, I am giving Spunky a nice long reading because she's my girl and she has always been solid when it comes to, well, she's just, I'm doing it. It's my channel. All right, so that strength card coming out again. Very adamant that, like, you know that you know what you bring to the table. You know that you have that tender, like, you know what, like, kind of this person's weaknesses or vulnerabilities or how to tame the beast. At the same time, it's not your responsibility to wait on someone who won't make a decision. I don't know what it is, the decision is, but I do see them on, they're constantly, it's like a yo-yo, like mirror back and forth, you know. There needs to be some stability is all I'm trying to say in this situation, and there needs to be a lot of recognition and discussions about trust, and there's just so much work to put in. If y'all are willing to do it, it has potential. There's a chance. If not, then probably just say goodbye and like move forward and don't fuck with each other, you know. But you'll always, I think, because of this connection, this soul tie, you're gonna always like feel each other. So that's not, I shouldn't put it so lightly and say to dismiss it. I mean, we could like do a few things to like just figure out the depth of it if you would like more understanding on that. That's different than cards. I don't use those for that. And also like maybe try to figure out, yeah, I guess like why you feel always connected even when you try to disconnect. Okay. Yes, got him. She, what? Other men? No, she does not. Don't. We're not going to play that game. She deserves a man who will treat her well. She deserves, like, what every other human being here deserves. That just fucking absolute love and genuine fucking understanding and kindness and getting ahead of one's... All right, so you have the Magician in reverse. So, like, not believing in... Well, I don't know. Do you... This might not be your energy. Just a minute. Well, you've collected enough. I think like it's showing me like just enough has been shown, like enough has been said. You've seen enough to understand or know, and you kind of keep getting pushed to a point where it's like you're just quit because pushing me is not, like, I'm telling you it's not working, and you're not listening, and you keep pushing, and then I'm further away every time you do it. When does it end? Also, respectfully, this is like, I take this seriously. This isn't a joke to me, and I'm dealing with one of my friends, and I respect and love her, and it's not, we're not here to fuck around, okay? There's other platforms. Like, seriously, this is a reading for her, and if you want to cross-watch, that's cool, because, like, whatever, you know, I don't have an issue. But be respectful, and like if there is messages in this that are for you, 100%. Am I going to call her out too? 100%. So don't think I'm not like that. Not favoritism. I just respect it all. So, well, I mean, like having the Knight of Pentacles. So this is a very, like I said, the Pentacles. It's all about like emotions and like slow fucking, it's like almost painstakingly slow for things to progress from like the time frame that they should have is what they're showing me. Holy fuck. Okay, so we have the Fool, and that flew out, and it wanted to be in the front. So it's like, please, like, don't be scared to take new, like, chances, or if whomever it is that you're dealing with, don't be frightened to try new things to fix shit or to make it better. But like be open-minded as well, like on all ends. Like these choices that you make are what are always going to be, you know, affect the outcome of your future, or connection, or just treat each other fairly. And don't be petty. Don't be petty, you know, because it doesn't get us anywhere. Well, yeah, exactly. So, you know, there's definitely not really a lot of movement in the mentality with the forward movement. So what I mean by that is like the Knight of Swords in reverse. It's like, okay, well, there's no thought being put into the reaction to certain situations or said reactions to certain words. It's not putting anyone in a good mindset, so no one's reacting or retaliating or fucking interacting the way that they should be. It's making the situation worse. So we do have, you know, it's time to take a rest, put the swords up for a little bit. You only have one sword to go yet. The rest of them are, well, normally they're up there. But so the 4 swords, just take a fucking break, man. Like, battle needs rest. You need rest. And lay off. Whoever it is, like, whatever is going on, just protect yourself and say, just like, you know, lay off. Just, it's time to have a break. Have a breather, time out, till the whistle blows again, and then you can continue, but you're going to do it differently. Yeah, exactly. So we have the Chariot coming out in the sideways position. It's always just comes to a stop. It's like a dead end, always. And then you're stuck with which direction that you're being pulled, and both of you are always being pulled in different directions. How do we find a consensus? Can we just come to a... Yeah. The Knight of Swords in reverse. Somebody, you just want mental resolve. You want peace. You just want peace. You don't want to fight anymore. And like just put the swords down, you know? Yes, because the spark, the passion, the creativity, the fire, the once was a star to one another is now the, you know, the darkness in your day, if you will. I mean, you are being encouraged to be open to hearing and or seeing. What I can suggest, fuck the tarot. What I can suggest to you is that you both take a look at what you really truly want, and not out of comfort, not out of you know, being just like it's something that you're used to, or that you're... Where does your love stand? Are you still in love, or are you just comfortably always, like, you're always floating in each other's energy? I understand that because you have a soul tie, but every single time it ends the same. So that means that there has not been, and or one person's always like doing more. And it just make sure that you sit back for a minute and you decide really what you want. What the fuck do you bring to the table? What do you expect from that person, or what do you see? You know, it's important too, if you do see that your partner or someone that you care about is fucking changing for you or trying to make changes, don't be so stuck in your head or the past or trauma or resentment that you aren't able to clearly see or acknowledge or recognize, because that's where we lose people a lot of the time, and we don't really know until it's too late, right? So make sure that you're always, not always, but most of the time, keep your head up, right? You're gonna run into a lot of walls if you're not looking. I would like to dive deeper into that, my girl, but I will call you, because it was getting deep, and it's gonna get deeper, and I would like to not air your laundry respectfully on here. You're welcome. I love you. And like, seriously, energies of those involved in said reading that I just did. I do know some of you. Let's get it together. You know what you got to do. So no more. Do the right things. Okay. So who is next? I know I've asked a million times, but there's a lot going on today. This is a fucking heavy day. It's muggy in here. Oh, it's... Justin, wasn't it? And then... What is this? I can't check that in the middle of the live. Chicken pie casserole. Shut your mouth. That sounds delicious. I can fuck with that all day. Okay. Let me just make sure, Shami, because I think that, yeah, Justin... Oh, just in time. Do you want your reading or not, Justin? I think that maybe you could have both resonated from that, but it's up to you. And then Bishop is after. So Justin is after Justin. If Justin wants info about Justin. Don't drink the peanut butter whiskey. Actually do, because like it ain't treat me too bad. You're gonna pass? Well, fair enough. All right, let's move forward. Bishop. You want a darker deck? All right. You have to wait, Shem. I gotta do Bishop, and then I'll definitely use a different deck for you. Okay, Bish. Ooh, interesting. Are you like, okay, if you've like found something that you kind of just like with style but casually like slid into, it's they're showing me like a fucking drifting on a corner, but like it's so smooth and it's so accurate and it's so it's done with its skill and ease, and yeah, I don't know, that's an interesting vision. There's something that you've kind of just been sailing through, and it's been natural dealing through relationships with a man with blonde or gray hair. I wasn't ready yet, but I don't know. There's something about new connections. There's something about a new perspective. There's something about a door that's closed, and there's direction. It's all about direction. This reading is about direction. I feel like that's the vibe I'm getting. But you're not uncertain about it. You're just getting the idea of what maybe to expect. That I think that the anxiety of maybe what to expect, or maybe feeling like you're in the dark about something. I don't know. That's weird. Are you like moving out of your place? Did you get like in a fight with your mom? Like, I don't know. There's something about a connection that is like you've kind of lost seeing eye to eye, and the door might be closed. Okay. Oddly enough, I don't want to pull one of these for you. Okay. So just trying to find, like, you definitely, I feel like you want to move towards like a different environment. You guys are all dickheads, you know that, but like it's... Do you know what it's like to be me up here trying to therapize all of y'all, knowing all of, like, I don't know a lot, but I know some things because I can invade your energy and see into your lives and your brains and your hearts. Okay. Bish, I can't lie or sugarcoat. I do feel like there's a little bit of heartache over what you no longer have. That's okay. I think it's over. I want to say I don't think it's romantic, but possibly in a slightest way it might be also linked to that. Okay, weird. Let me just. I mean, there's always an undertone of that, no matter what, in our life, especially with change, right? So, waiting for news, a package or a letter. A wish granted. That's beautiful. So, protected from negative forces beyond your control. I mean, I do feel like this is... do I know who this pertains to? I also feel like there's newness, though, that also has brought abundance, because we have good fortune coming out of, like, you know, in the sense of the lessons and divine rewarding you for some sort of, well, hard work that you put into something. That obviously there is great happiness. April, important. Now, future, I mean, now, in the past or in the future. Why do I feel flustered? There's like almost like this sense of like a giddy but confusing like passion. It's like Twitter page. It's almost kind of annoying, but it's also enticing or intriguing. Major challenge to overcome. Yeah, I think that maybe there's somebody that's interested in you, or that you might have piqued your interest that isn't quite adding up to, not adding up. How do I put that? It's not what you expected or what you thought you would want for yourself, but you've changed so much that maybe it is, and you're trying to be open-minded about it. If that's not the case and it's not romantic, I feel like it's a connection or a new home or a new job. Like, this is something that excites you, but also is creating fear a little bit, or confusion. Beware of greed. Someone might be trying to take advantage of you. We do have reconciliation. Success assured with good plans and hard work. Bishop. I already know how patient you are. We've been friends for many years, for a long time now. I've helped you through a lot of things, but why does this seem so, to me, it's like it's just new. It's something that you probably wouldn't like go for normally or choose. So maybe it's something you haven't chose for yourself, because we do have dealings or relationships with an older woman. Ooh, money will be coming to you. Interesting. Maybe there will be some karma coming. Oh, two-faced friend. Interesting. Well, you got a little bit of a sticky situation, but I don't think it's anything that you can't figure out. I do want to get, well, one more. Oh, there's two. You sneaky devil. Are you thinking somebody being sneaky, maybe? You need to defend yourself, and, like, if you don't, it can cause unsuccessful plans. But actually, I feel like because you defend yourself, that it might be unsuccessful plans for those who might have other ideas, if you will. Okay, let's move to the tarot. Yeah. You're done with secrets. You're done with, I mean, people thinking that you don't know better for yourself, or for, you know what I mean? Like, there's just some sort of underminement going on. It's not really bothering you that much, because I know how positive you are. But it has caused, I mean, either yourself or others to be in that Ten of Swords, where mental despair, in a sense, you know, or, yeah, mental despair. Not understanding. Communication, you know, like computer cannot compute kind of thing. Just not working out. And, like, maybe many times over, because that is 10 swords in the back. Yes, Scotty, you're still most loved. Okay. Oh, and, like, yeah, again, you know, you've taken the time to sit back, take a rest, or you know, a different look or approach to how to deal with this. You know, you have a very clear understanding. Interesting thing is like, you know, have you spent too much time? Like, do you need to get on your feet and like take action on something maybe, or like you've been waiting to do so, waiting to take action? It's almost like, yeah, a little bit of, I don't know, confusion, but also clarity. So, I mean, like, look at this. Confusion and clarity. Balancing that, listening to yourself. I think your intuition has a lot to do with this. It's like one of those things that you need to trust, because you know you can trust. You know it's where it's brought you before, and you know what, yeah, trust yourself. Just trust yourself. You've been through some stuff, good and bad, and you don't disregard them. Okay, I'll take 2 more. Perfect, thank you. All right, so, I mean, well, yeah, like forward movement. You have direction, you know what you want. I feel like maybe there's just emotions that are connected to others that have gotten in the way of that. And it's not really been a thing, but recently it might have been bothering you more so than you thought it would. Because we do have the 5 of Pentacles. I mean, yeah, like being left out in the cold, or, you know, kind of left for, like left for dead, abandoned, whatever you want to call it. And then the Knight of Wands. So no matter what life has thrown at you, especially in the areas of connection with others, you've always been able to keep a positive approach. You've always been able to resolve things. You always kept that fire lit, that passion, and always had lots of hope, you know, when it comes to what could be in the future regarding any, open to resolve, open to whatever it is. You're just open. The 10 of Pentacles. Yeah, and that's what always brings you that abundance, or what attracts the best for you, is because that's what you put out there. You know, there's something going on, though, that is definitely, you know, maybe 3 is a crowd. There's a little bit of questioning on that, or something that's moving a little slower than maybe you would like it to, because you're very forward moving and quick on your feet. The 8 of Pentacles, or I mean, 8 of Cups. Yeah, so lots of deep rooted, like, there's connection here. There is a connection always in the background that's kind of, well, it's powerful. It leaves you in this position of thinking, wanting, waiting, and almost going to a pause for a little while, but then you get your wits about you, and then you start to become mentally unavailable. You don't want anything to do with anybody. It shuts you off a little bit, but you're not in the 3 of Swords anymore, or you refuse to be or deal with anybody who will put you in that position when you are open. Yeah. I don't know what's rocked the confidence to be able to push through that, because there is a little bit of stagnancy in, I don't know if it's belief in oneself, or if it's just ability to like be like, okay, well, fuck, this sucks, but usually you can push past it, but for some reason this is sticking. Yeah, so choices, confusion, too many options, or not understanding angles that someone's coming at you. There's a lot of confusion that comes with, well, what are you questioning is really what I want to ask, because it's, you know, getting in the way of the wheel of fortune moving in any direction. So, oh yeah, the Lovers. That makes sense. Okay. Well, I mean, yeah. Like, what about this do you need to forgive for you? Or, like, what is it about this connection that is still, that is not toxic at this point? Not in a, like, a negative way, but just in the way that it's influenced so many. They're just showing me, like, an hourglass that keeps flipping. So, I mean, a lot of time, a lot of belief, a lot of patience. Like, there's just so much stuff that you've been very true about. But you also are doing like so many things for yourself that I see that are like it doesn't matter what another person has to bring or offer. It's not like you're just like seeking it, or you're not, you know, gonna, it's not gonna ruin your life. You're just, you know, you do a lot of great things and you've got a lot going on that's really good. And so at some point, you know, as a human, you're like, you know, there's always a little bit of a void, you know, or something missing. Yeah, a little bit, but it doesn't really hinder you any, and you're successful either way. All right, I'm just catching up. There's a lot of reading. Hello, Black Goat Andy. Welcome. Hey, lock up your potty mouths and fucking behave here, because you already know the rules, or else, like, I love you, but respectfully, it's funny, but like, the whole point of this live was like discussing these things. I don't even have any voice, sorry. So, watch your fucking mouths. I'm trying to watch mine, and be respectful, or don't be here. Hello, Shami. Okay. You're welcome, Bish. I love you. I'll get in touch with you. We can do a deeper reading later. Yes. I need a minute. I know what I'll do. We're gonna smoke some weed. Yeah, I will, for sure. Miss ya. Oh my god. I did it. There we go. Gotti, are your senses tingling? You said a lot of words in here that I don't really like, but I still love you. I will have a cupcake. I will. I'm gonna eat my feelings over it. I'm just kidding, I'm not. Are they great? I feel like I don't know. Every time I don't know. I might not be doing great reads. Look at, this is a problem. We should dye it blue. See, girls have mental breakdowns and then they dye their hair, or they cut their bangs, or they get a cat, or they make a bad romantic choice. You know, I'm gonna maybe just dye my hair because the other options don't seem very, like, fucking enjoyable. They don't seem like that's not what I need. But hair, we might dye it. Because I've had bangs and I look like a fat Asian. So we're not doing it. Oh, hi, Lulu. Hello, thing. Yeah, only I can do it. I'm the only asshole that's allowed to curse. No, I'm just kidding. You guys can curse. I'm just saying, like, the direct, kinder fucking words to one another. Like, I mean, I say it in a way that's like, I know you don't take offense to it, and you don't take it personally. I mean, like, you know how to behave, so let's try it. Oh, again. Oh, well, I just dropped one on the... Just rolled across the whole living room. Now we have to go get it. So the lemon macaroon is now out, but I still haven't tried these other fucking flavors. I did try the chocolate and the strawberry. I decided they were messy, but we're gonna eat this one now because I'm stoned and I just want to make Gotti jealous. It's still sitting up. It didn't even fall over. I love that. It's like a little wheel. I don't know how I feel about that. I think it was vanilla, which is totally fine. I love vanilla. I don't really like vanilla people. They're boring, but for vanilla ideas. I don't think my stone brain can comprehend how I feel about this right now. So, to be determined. They're really fancy. Like, I know how to make them. I know they're very difficult. I know a lot about them, but I don't know how I feel about them flavor-wise. And I bet you we could find better ones. Like, the pistachio one is okay. The chocolate one's pretty good. I don't know. They all kind of taste the same, though, in a weird way. Vanilla onions belong in the trash. Munchies much? Yeah, I do have the munchies. Nance, you curse. You're always polite. You're like, there's a lot of people that come in and they just have that fucking, you can just feel it. They're a vibe. And yours is like, well, it's sassy, but it's gentle. It's okay. Mine is too, for the most part. I think that I'm probably not a lady in the sense of how I portray myself or I speak, but if you can identify as a fire truck, I can swear all I want. Choices, rights, we love it. No, it's not even about, I feel bad because it's not like I don't give a fuck day. This is like I give the most fucks day. And I just turned into this. I went from speaking my truth to eating macaroons. Now I'm gonna make pork chops. I'm really excited about these pork chops. It's like one of my favorites. She's a lady. Yeah. Yes, I'm a lady, but like I'm fucking rough around the edges. We'll just put it that way, I suppose. Anyway, what should I do now? I'm supposed to be cooking. I'm sure you don't want to watch that. I wouldn't want to. It's probably boring. But then again, you watch this, and I know this is fucking boring too, so. Yes, I'm making mushroom, onion, and, well, I don't know. I might not. Either way, I'm making mushroom soup, pork chops, if you will. You don't say. Well, like, I mean, there's some time, you know. Can you make it for supper? Because I'm just kidding. I'm going to eat them all. It's actually weird cooking when there's no one else here. Like, there's... And I say that, like, well, my daughter's gone to her dad's for a little bit this summer, which she does every year, and I never, ever mentally prepare. And then when she leaves, I'm devastated. So I don't know how to cook for me. And then, I mean, for being nice to, like, share little treats with her, and the other cats are... It's not the same. You guys, it's not... I'm losing my mind. So, I was at Spendella's for like 2 days because of the graduation, but I just like, then I cleaned up the yard and all that other stuff. I just did a bunch of stuff for her because she's not a, she can hang, and then she crashes out for like, you can't wake her up. So I'm like, well, you know what, we should probably do something nice. So me and another one of our friends, we clean up the whole yard and just like We did the stuff for the Spandella. She called me today and she was like, thank you, I love you. Overthinking things. Orange marmalade. Hi, Wavy. What you doing? Your little butthole. Don't put it in the camera. Oh, hello. You gonna hang out? That's a good deal. You can say hi. Isn't she? Oh, you're all got mud on you. Did you come to show me and you want help? Yuck. Oh, were you in the puddle? Ravy. Well, it's just a little bit of dirt. You'll be okay. You can't even look at her. She just gets so excited. You're so sweet. Okay, plop. Ploop. 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 Stay plooped. Stay plooped. Bye-bye. And the black cat appears. Oh, thank you. I might have to be back. Yes.